get this all the time.
Audra, I'm hiring you as my listing agent because I expect you to get top dollar for my property in the least amount of time because you are an outstanding salesperson and you're going to sell my house and all of its features and benefits. I want more for my house and I expect you to deliver, Audra.
If it was only that easy, folks. It's not that easy selling a home. I don't care how good the sales skills of the listing agent that you're hiring has. That's not what's going to get you top dollar for your property. It's helpful, but it's not what's going to get you top dollar. This whole video is going to talk about how to attract that buyer to your home. As a listing agent, the hardest thing that we do is trying to get that buyer to your property. So this video is going to talk about ways to do that, ways to preserve your equity, and a few other little helpful tips on how to get top dollar for your home. No one is going to convince me that I am wrong in this category, and that is this. The internet has absolutely 1000% transformed the way we do real estate business. If you do not embrace this technology, and if you're stuck in the good old days where you don't think your photos and the staging and all the stuff in preparation for your home makes a difference, you are at a disadvantage, and more than likely, you're not going to get top dollar. These TV shows where they show how to sell a house and how to stage it, and you should paint it, and everything should be in perfect condition, and you make all this money if you do it. Let me tell you, folks, it's also setting buyers' expectations when they go to purchase a home. They are expecting to have a home that's in good shape, that's depersonalized, because they're educated buyers. So these TV programs that we're all addicted to has also had a huge impact on buyers' expectations. The National Association of Realtors created a home staging profile report in 2023. It's a really interesting report. I will link the entire report down below. The slides that I share with you on this video come from that report. Buyers are going to expect to purchase a home that looks like the homes on the TV channels. So the best way to do that is to get rid of, I'd say 30 to 40% of what you have in your house. You want your house to look like a hotel. In fact, I just had a client that we just staged their home and she said, Audra, my house feels like a hotel. I'm like, good, mission accomplished. Okay, check this slide out. 58% of the buyers out there are saying, yes, the home staging did have an effect on my selection of purchasing a home. Okay, people, that is very, very, very powerful. I hope you understand that. All right, here's another slide. 81% of these buyers stated that it was easier for them to visualize the home as their future home. They didn't get caught up in the clutter and the personal photos. It was just easier for them to visualize themselves living there. They weren't tied up in feeling like they were intruding on the homeowner's property. You guys, 81%. Do you know the power in that? Which rooms are the most important? Well, according to the National Association of Realtors survey, I'll put it on the screen here for you, the number one room that they care most about is that living room or great room. That's where most of families and individuals, come and gather, okay? They're looking at that. So make sure you spend a lot of time making that look perfect. The second one is the primary bedroom. The third one is the kitchen. Of course, we all want a really good kitchen. The next one is the dining room. They want to have, visualize the gatherings and the celebrations there. The next one is the backyard, right? You want to have pretty patio furniture. You want your yard very tidy and manicured. Then you have your bathrooms, you have your children's bedrooms, and then secondary bedrooms or other secondary rooms. So it's really important to focus on all of it. But of course, if you're limited with time and resources, you're going to focus on the top 3 or 4. All right, quick break. Please subscribe to my channel. Trying to get to 50,000 subscribers. And folks, I think I'm at 39,000 subscribers right now. Like, that just blows my mind. So thank you so much for the support. Thanks for watching. All right, let's get back into it. Now, the reason why we're doing all this work is because we want to take outstanding videos and photos and images to get that buyer off their duff and come see your property. And the best way I know how to do that is through the staging process and hiring a fantastic photographer and videographer to help assist in drawing your attention to these buyers. If you want to get top dollar for your property, you better find an agent that's willing to put the investment into high quality photos, videos, staging advice. Some even pay for staging like myself. It's going to make a world of difference. Those virtual tours are very emotional. I'm not a big advocate of virtual staging. I don't mind doing it for some secondary bedrooms. Earlier in this video, I went through the importance of buyers as far as the rooms that they find most important. Sometimes I will virtually stage some of those secondary bedrooms that aren't as significant. If there's things in there like a desk or an office where it could be used as a bedroom, I might virtually stage that. I don't usually virtually stage an entire home because a buyer will come to the property, be let down, and it's just kind of defeating the purpose. So I use virtual staging as a complementary offering to some homeowners that maybe just can't clear out all the rooms. The most common mistake that I see sellers making because they want top dollar for their property, it doesn't matter how much I talk to them, they don't seem to understand this concept. And that is the market's going to bear what the market's going to bear. And so what they want to do is they say, I want top dollar. So they overprice their house expecting to negotiate or setting a price significantly above the last comp. Buyers aren't dumb, and unless you can justify that higher price, they're not even going to come see your property. If you want top dollar for your property and you are in an appreciating market, you will get multiple offers because the bidding war will continue to increase the value of the property. If you start your price too high here, you're going to have less buyers, you're going to have less offers, and if the house sits on the market too long, there's going to be a perception that there's something wrong with it. And there are a lot of buyers out there just waiting to see that 30, 60, 90 days on market. Then the offers start coming in well below what you want. Now, a lot of you watching this video are like, hey, I want more money for my house. And I think what you're telling me is you want more money than like your neighbor or somebody around your area sold their house for. Do realize that market conditions really do impact the price of the home, the quickness of the sale. So it's important to know the data before putting your house on the market. So the day of recording right now is June 14th, 2024. We just did a second gear, which is the summer season. Our days on market calculation in Orange County, California has doubled, believe it or not. Like we're seeing a slowdown because we're in the summer season. We also had some increased mortgage rates here the last 2 weeks. Luckily, as of today, they are trending down. That's going to impact buyer demand, meaning how many buyers are actually jumping into the market. So when you're pricing your house, you have to be mindful of, number one, what is the mortgage rates doing? Because no one's going to convince me that the mortgage rates does not drive demand one way or another. So if rates are high, buyer demand's low. If rates are low, buyer demand increases. So you need to know what that number is. If you go to the 10-year Treasury, just type in 10-year Treasury, CNBC is who I follow. In your Google browser, it'll show you a chart. I know there's a lot more that goes into mortgage rates, but we're just simplifying it. So if that 10-year Treasury is ticking down, rates are going to be down. And that's a good thing for real estate for the most part. And if that 10-year Treasury is ticking up, guess what? Mortgage rates are going to tick up. So if you're going to go put your house on the market, when you have cumulative days on market calculation are doubling in your area, and you're met with a lot more inventory, and you see that 10-year Treasury ticking up, you know what? You're in bad shape. So you need to know what kind of market you're going into when you're listing your house on the market. The agent you're working with should be able to explain to you the market conditions in your area. How long is it going to take to sell your house at your price point in the condition that it's in? Okay, that sets expectations. I do see a lot of these sellers expecting to get their house sold the very first week. I have a lot of luxury in properties that I represent. They're like, why is my house not selling? And it's only been on the market for a week. We're no longer in that market, meaning that we are downshifting as we progress through the rest of the year because of just seasonality. We also know that there's not as many buyers for that luxury higher price point, right? Anything below $1 million in my area is going like hotcakes, but your agent should be able to talk to you about that, okay? So set your expectations properly. If you have a luxury home that's priced at a significant value, you're not going to want to drop your price until maybe 30, 60 days, whatever the average days on market is. You want to give the market enough time to respond. However, the key is make sure you list your house properly from the get-go. Can't stress that enough. Okay, y'all know I'm not afraid to keep it real. Probably going to get in a lot of trouble for this next one, but whatever. I'm going to risk it. And that is, we have an election coming up. This is a big white elephant in the room that I don't think anybody's willing to grasp a hold and chat about. So I don't know who's going to be president, but I will tell you right now, there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt right now. Some of the homeowners that I'm talking to right now are selling their houses because they're afraid whoever becomes president is going to ruin the economy, okay? So do realize that when you are putting your house on the market closer to November, a lot of buyers might be turning their attention to who is going to be the next president, okay? So you need to work with your agent, come up with a strategy. I will tell you that at the end of the year, typically buyer demand pulls back a little bit because they are preparing for holidays and celebrations, but we got an extra little doozer in this year, and that is the election. So I would definitely start strategizing on how to put your house on the market to get top dollar, navigating that election. I get a lot of you sellers telling me, Audra, I want top dollar, I want the highest price. Okay, no, you don't. You don't. What you want maximum profits out of your house. I don't care what your price is. You can have a really high price, but walk away with less profit. You're like, what you talking about? And that's because there's a lot of negotiations that go on in a contract. So if you are selling your house and you want to maximize your profits, you're going to do what I'm going to tell you to do right now. Don't even second guess it. Just do it. It'll save you so much hassle, so much time. You're going to do 3 things. Number 1, you're going to get a home inspection completed on your property before you put it on the market. Hopefully get your real estate agent to do that. If you have a septic tank on your property, you want that inspection done as well. If you live in California, I don't know about the rest of you people around the nation, but it's a very customary item that we provide our buyers, and that is the termite inspection. So do that ahead of time. You don't have to do the repairs, just get the report. And you're also going to fill out all of your seller disclosures. Your agent will direct you, okay? You want to fill all those seller disclosures out. What's wrong with your property? What upgrades you've done? Things that you know aren't working on the property. You're going to do all that before you put your house on the market. And when you get an offer that comes in, you're going to say, oh, yeah, okay, we agree, but we're selling this property as is. And here are all the things that we know are wrong with the property. These are the things that we corrected. And we want you to make the offer with those in mind because we are selling the property as is. The seller is giving no credits or repair requests to the buyer. Folks, that's how you hold your equity. That's how you negotiate. And if your agent isn't doing that, don't worry about it. You just tell them what to do. It'll save you quite a bit of time because you can shorten contingencies. It's going to save you a lot of headache. And if there's anything you're taking from this video, do this. It's revolutionized the way I'm doing my business. And I'm able to hold the line and preserve profits for my seller. You don't want to be that home seller who gets a record price for your house, but then gets bled out by all the repair requests and all the credits that you have to provide the buyer to get the deal done. So get ahead of it. You'll thank me later. Get more money for your property. Number 1, you're going to declutter, depersonalize, and prepare your house for sale. I've done several videos on how to do this. I will link it down in the description box below. You're also going to hire a listing agent who's going to invest in those high quality photos and video and media so your property shines online. You're also going to get those home inspections, the various different reports, and get ahead of it. Get those seller disclosures up front. So when you get that offer in, you're able to stand firm and tell your buyer that you're not doing any credits or repairs because you are disclosing everything you know up front. Trust me, it's a very powerful thing and it will preserve a lot of your equity. All right, I know that was a long one. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I think I'm at 39,000. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. So thanks for your support. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.